Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Lucas Chat Podcast with your host, K.L.P. Kennedy Lucas. Hopefully you guys are having a fantastic week. How are you guys, Yes. So, welcome to the podcast, Lucas Chat Podcast, of course, now streaming on iHeartRadio, Pandora, Deezer, SoundCloud, iTunes, Spotify, and also, we can't forget, Amazon Music, ladies and gentlemen. So, welcome back to the Lucas Chat Podcast. Now, we have some fun things that I'm going to talk to you guys about. But before we do that, we got a little bit things to, bring up. Of course, our podcast was brought to you by the Yamway smartwatch. Of course, you guys can go to the K.L.P e-store. Go scroll all the way down to the buyer's catalog list, and you'll see the Yamway smartwatch for sale. They're about $33 or so. And, of course, free shipping. So take advantage of that. I believe today starts Prime Day as well. So if you haven't got your smartwatch from Yamway yet, what are you waiting for? $30. It looks just like the Apple Watch in comparison. It's really inexpensive, and it's a great design that they have. So please be sure to check them out for sure. Now, K.L.P. Entertainment, we've all been watching this, and I'm going to talk about it here on the podcast show because this is something that I, of course, need to talk about. And of course, this pertains to Apple, as I mentioned for Apple. We all saw Apple's event yesterday. We've had some good products to come out now. You guys know about it. They introduced the iPhone 12 and 12 Pro. And my source is from apple.com. So, of course, you guys can read all about it on apples.com, Apple's website. But I will be reading off of their website, and I'll be doing my own little review. Now, I had to contemplate, Lucas Nation fans, because a lot of YouTubers, they're doing video of their review. And I decided to go the podcast route because that's what we do here at K.L.P. Entertainment. That's one thing we're striving on, to do a little bit more podcasting because that's our niche, and a lot of people love our podcast shows that we got going on. So why not do a podcast as we talk about our take on the review of the event? Now, the event, Apple's event, they go all in with their events. They really do a lot in pertains to their events. They really mastered the virtual side of things when doing their showcases. So, it is amazing to say the least that their shows this whole 6 months has been very informative. It's been very innovative in terms of their show, their performance. Now, the title of it is High Speed. Now, I saw a lot of YouTubers, iJustine in particular. She's the queen of Apple products on her YouTube channel. She does a really, really good job on her channel as well. So, she mentioned High Speed. She thought she misspelled the name, but that was from Everyone's Invitational. High Speed, introducing iPhone 12 and 12 Pro with 5G, MagSafe accessories, and the HomePod Mini. So, from the site, you can watch the event. We already saw the event. I don't know. I'll probably get it in the link description for the event if you guys want. So, let's go down the list, shall we? The iPhone 12. Now, a lot of people say, and, this next thing that I'm going to say kind of goes out to, I want to say Unbox Therapy, Lou. He did a podcast with his crew on Unbox Therapy. He thought the iPhone 12 was a little bit too fast for consumers. I don't know. It's different. It's quite different, in particular with the iPhone 12. A lot of people have the capital to get this. And we'll get to the pricing in a minute. I'm looking at my producer Tyrus and say, hey, don't forget this pricing. I'll get to that in a minute. So the iPhone 12 Pro, 5G speed, 814 Bionic chip. That's Apple's newest chip. The fastest chip in a smartphone. All new design. Ceramic shield. LiDAR scanner. That's something I'm very impressed with the LiDAR scanner because it's more realistic AR. If you guys know, we've experimented with, AR. Guardians, my hit film, Guardians, was made completely out of AR. That was a fun film to make. So I'm very excited with that new LiDAR scanner because when you're in the film degree, you're in the film industry, and you're making AR films like we did with Guardians, that's something that you need to be more creative with your film. So I'm excited about that. a pro camera system optimized with low light and pushed even further on iPhone 12 Pro Max. So, of course, the iPhone 12 is quite interesting, to say the least. Of course, they're going to do edge-to-edge OLED display. They have night mode on every camera, and all of 2 perfect sizes, including the new iPhone 12 mini. Of course, they have some MagSafe accessories like the new cases, wallets, chargers designed for iPhone 12 and iPhone 12 Pro. The MagSafe charger, that's pretty good because they're trying to be more safe with their products. So they're getting rid of the USB. They're using either US Type-C, or you use the MagSafe to charge your phone. So they're trying to not waste materials for that. So that's smart. That's very, very smart for sure. Now, let's look at this pricing. We get onto the pricing, y'all. And this pricing is quite interesting because I would say it's a lot for a phone. But if you have it, why not? Right? So the iPhone 12 mini, it's a little bit smaller of a phone. The iPhone 12 mini, it is, is $700. $699. I round it up to $700. Or you can pay $29.12 a month before the trade-in models. Of course, iPhone 12 will be $800, $799, or from $33.29 per month. You have different types of finishes, and you have to go through your character, whether it's AT&T, Sprint, Verizon, T-Mobile. Of course, I have the 64 gigs, and pay attention to this, Lucas Nation fans, because a lot of people think, that this is the market there. You got to pay attention to that because you got the taxes and you have the gigabytes. Gigabytes are expensive. So I see here the 64 gigabytes is $29.12 or $600. Of course, with 64 gigabytes, you can range up to 128 gigabytes, $749 before trade-in, or $31.20 per month. And of course, you have the 256 gigabytes. They'll range around $849 or $35.37 before trade-in. So with this mini, it looks compact. It looks kind of small. It kind of reminds me of the iPhone SE a little bit back in the day. So you get 2 sizes. You get the mini or the iPhone 12 for short. So it's if you have the budget for it, I say go for it. But it's out there. Now, the iPhone 12 Pro. This is where Apple is really going to make some decent money from the Pro. Because I saw the event, and I was very impressed with the editing using Dolby systems. Dolby is something that we're trying to get towards with our filmmaking here at K.L.P. Entertainment. And Dolby's very expensive to get. And they really optimize this to where you can use all of the film elements straight from your phone. And that's the new style of it. Now, I'm old tradition with it. I like the cameras. I like the production sets. And that's just where I grew up in filmmaking. But filmmaking has become quite more simplified with Apple. And they're smart. They're in the market right now. So a lot of filmmakers, and I do know a lot of filmmakers around Atlanta that are thinking about making that conversion to iPhones as their main process with making films. Now, with us, sometimes we use cameras, and we're more digital with our films, as you guys can't tell. But a lot of filmmakers are really going towards this, and it's quite exciting because this is the new era. As Tim Cook says in the event, the new era for iPhone. This is the new era for iPhone filmmakers. So it's quite exciting to say the least. iPhone Pro is coming. Of course, you can pre-order yours starting at 5 a.m. on the 16th. So this coming week, this coming day, I want to say that's coming Friday, if I'm not mistaken. So get this, y'all. This is, if you got the money for it, aim for it. The iPhone 12 Pro, you guys can get it from $41.62 a month within your carrier, depending on who's your carrier. Or you can pay out before trade-in $999. So that's $1,000 for this phone. And get this, the iPhone 12 Pro Max is from $45.79 a month before trade-in, or you pay $1,099. It's, to me, that is crazy. Some carriers offer special offers, $41.61 a month for the trade-in. That's for AT&T. I will say outright, I do have AT&T. I prefer AT&T. But different carriers have that same amount, $41.62 for Sprint, T-Mobile, or Verizon. So, you look at it now, you can get the 128 gigabytes for the $41.62. But you got to remember, them gigabytes, they add up. So, the 256 will be $45.79 a month, or $1,099 before trade-in. And for the 512 gigabytes, you're paying $54.12 per month, or $1,200. Well, no, actually, I lied. $1,300. So, it's a lot of money within this phone. Some people are going to just upgrade to the next phone that might be at a lesser sale. Some people might go for this phone. Some people might go through the carrier and pay monthly. I've done that before, and I would do it again. I'm thinking about it. I'm not saying that I'm going to get it. A lot of things have changed, whether it's pre-orders and pre-orders with the phones and then with the PlayStation 5. I've changed my mind on that. And not going off topic, I am going to get the PS5. It just probably won't be this year because we still live in the uncertain times. So a smart way to do it is you wait and see what's going to happen in this world and see if you have the extra capital to get this. But I'm not discouraging people to get this product. I want this product. But you got to think about the money aspect of it. The HomePod Mini will be ranging for $99. Probably won't get this because I have Amazon Echo. So, I don't want to have both devices that, I don't want to say do the same thing, but has that same concept. So I probably won't be getting that. No news from the Apple iPad because they did it in their last event with the iPad Air, the newest iPad Air last event. So of course they didn't display an iPad this event because we just got announcements of that. There's not much they can do to that. Apple is really going up to scale this holiday season, so I'm excited to see the stats of what they can bring to the table. How much of their revenue will they accumulate with this new product being the iPhone 12 series? As Tim Cook says, I do think this is a game changer. A lot of people are going for this device for film purposes. I probably would get it for film purposes. So it's quite exciting to see what they're going to do. I wish Apple the best of luck with the holiday season because Apple is one of my favorite brands. I have an iPhone, iPad, and even MacBook desktop set up in the office. So I'm a huge Apple fan. So I'm pulling for Apple. It is quite expensive with their offerings of their new phone, but it just depends on what you want to do for sure. So let me know, comment below, what do you guys think of the Apple event? Did you watch it? What are you most excited for? Which phone are you going for if you're going for it? Are you going for the iPhone 12 Pros or are you going for the standard iPhone 12s? Let me know. I want to hear your thoughts and comments in the link description below in the comment box. Please be sure to subscribe to all of our audio platform, whether it's Amazon Music, Spotify, iTunes, iHeartRadio, Spotify, SoundCloud, and even on our YouTube channel at K.L.P. Entertainment. So that's going to wrap it up here on the Lucas Chat Podcast. Let me know what you guys think again. And please be sure to stay safe. Drink water every 15 minutes. Please wear a mask when you can, ladies and gentlemen, to stay safe from COVID-19. Until then, stay safe and stay swanky.